This violence that happened in Israel, I think ultimately it's going to help the religious fanatics on both sides. Helps the Muslims because it gets them all riled up. They think, oh, look, we killed the Zionists, we can rise up. It also helps the Jewish fanatics because now they can say, look at these evil, savage Arabs. Let's go out and kill Arabs. And so you have the religious fanatics who are rising up, and you have the Muslim fanatics who are already there. And so as Jewish fanaticism rises up, you're going to have violence against Christians. As Islamic fanaticism or Islamic fundamentalism rises up, you're going to have violence against Christians, and we've already seen violence against Christians. There's a verse from the New Testament that I want to bring up with you guys. It's in the Gospel of John. There's a warning from Jesus that nobody really pays attention to. Not a lot of people pay attention to. I have said all these things to you to keep you from falling away. They will put you out of the synagogues. Indeed, the hour is coming when whoever kills you will think he is offering service to God. Jesus is warning us that the synagogue is going to kill Christians. And I believe that this is what's going to happen. Ultimately, this violence that took place, it's going to help the fanatics of Israel. Ultimately, I think that's what it's going to come down to. So you have Jewish fanaticism increasing. That's going to lead to violence against Christians. And then on top of that, you have the opposition against Netanyahu. And you have a heavily, heavily divided country. And then on top of that, you have Iran and Turkey. So think of it like the Roman-Jewish War. You know, in the Roman-Jewish War, the Jews had to deal with the Roman army. But then on top of that, you had already in Israel a deeply, deeply divided society. What's going on in Israel? You have Turkey and Iran. And Turkey was the land of the continuation of the Roman Empire. It was the land of Byzantium. It was the land of the eastern half of the Roman Empire. So you have Turkey hovering over Israel, waiting for the right opportunity. And then you have already in Israel a deeply divided society. So what happened in the Roman-Jewish War, as we read in Josephus? You had the Roman Empire fighting Judea, fighting the Jews, the Hebrews. And then on top of that, Israel was already a deeply divided society. So you had a civil war. So you had a civil war at the same time that Judea was at war with Rome. I think this is a historical mirror of what is to come. I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe that in the future, Israel is going to deal with Turkey, but at the same time, or around this time at least, it's going to deal with a deeply divided society, and by that I mean civil war. And on one side you have the religious fanatics, on the other side you have the moderates. And during the Roman-Jewish War, it was a similar situation. On one side you had the fanatics, on the other side you had the establishment that wasn't really interested in going to war with Rome. So that's my view about the future when it comes to Israel.